Can you imagine seeing somebody die? Now, it sounds quite morbid, but I saw somebody die a couple days ago. And I was going to get a chicken burger after the mosque with some of my friends. We were driving down the road and we see this blue tape and we're thinking, why is traffic hold up? What's this blue tape about? And we see a car has crashed into a shop. Now, I'm not going to reveal too much details about this, just out of respect for the victim's family. However, the person died and we watched them the medics try to resuscitate them. Now, we go around the back roads to obviously get to Rocco's where we were going to go, and I realised that actually it was only 30 metres down the road that this happened. So I walked up to the blue tape and I was just looking. And it was sad to see, and it taught me things and made me realise things, and I think it kind of gave me a reality check. So, as of recent, I've been focusing a bit more on Dean. I've not really been doing as much work as I should, which I need to start doing more of. But that's just because of the complications got in the way. And that night, yesterday, or the night before, I realised that life is short but death is shorter. You die like this, and when God decides it's your time to go, it's your time to go, and you will go. There's no escaping death. And I was thinking, it made me realise that whoever the victim was, and I won't state too much about what I know, they didn't wake up that morning and know they were going to die. They just thought about it like any other day. And people say all the time, live every day like it's your last. Wrong, right? Because that mentality implies don't really give a shit about tomorrow, right? But you really, really don't know if today is your last. You really don't know. You could wake up tomorrow and get hit by a car and now you're dead. And you would have never known that tonight. So the point is, when you go to bed at the end of every day, are you happy with yourself knowing that you could die tomorrow? Because that was a freak accident. And shit like that happens all the time. So what's not to say that it's not going to happen to you? Because it could. The odds are there, chances are there. So at the end of every day, when you go to bed, are you truly happy with the man or woman that you are becoming? Because if you're not, then that requires change. And action. You need to fix whatever the fuck is going on in your life right now before you pack it in. Because you don't outrun death. And it's not something to be feared. It's normal. But you can't outrun it. So are you really doing the most right now to ensure that in the future, if you have one, you will get to where you'll go? And if you're not, you should ask yourself, what if I was the victim that day? What if I died that day? I wouldn't have been happy with myself. I wouldn't have been okay. So really think about it. And break down what you need to do to change. Because realistically, nobody's perfect. You can tell me, Corey, I don't need to change. And my younger self probably would have said that. I'm perfectly fine the way I'm on a good career path. I've got family and friends. But do you really have good family and friends? Do you really have a good career path? Like what are you? What do you want? And another thing as well that I learned to myself, I thought to myself, is that you can lie to everyone else. I don't want money. I don't want fame. I don't want this, that and the other. but you cannot lie to yourself. So just like when you sit in bed and you think, if I die tomorrow, am I happy? And you can't lie about that to yourself. You also can't lie about what you want in this world. So you can say, well, I've got this and I've got that. But I know you're not happy. I know you watching this right now, you're not happy. Because if you really thought about it, you could have more. But you aren't striving to have more. This is a very short video. This is more of an eye-opener. And I really don't think that you'll understand this if you haven't seen it for yourself, if you haven't experienced it yourself. Because, your grandparents dying or somebody with terminal illness in your family dying is sad. If you knew that they were dying for a long time, don't get me wrong, but it's not sudden. And I feel as though when a death is slow and you understand the person's dying, unfortunately, may God rest their soul, it's not as effective at opening your eyes to the realities of how fast death is and how urgently you need to move now to make sure that you change and you become the person that you want to be in the future, man or woman. You don't have time anymore. Because when God wills that you die, you die. And you can't escape it. So, have you prayed to God? Have you done well for others? Do you pray your 5 salah? This shit comes for you when you least expect it. Obviously, Allah knows best. I don't know anything. But watch behind your back. When it comes, no outrunning it. Are you sure that you're really the person you want to be?